The Manila City Government under Mayor Francisco Isko Moreno de Magoso urges operating fast food chains in the City of Manila to hire demographic minorities such as senior citizens and persons with disability. According to Republic Act No. 9257, the Philippines defines senior citizen as any resident who is at least 6 years old. The Jollibee Foods Corporation and the Golden Arches Development Corporation signed the Memorandum of Agreement with the City of Manila requires each fast food chain to have at least 2 senior citizens. These senior citizens will work for 4 hours a day within 5 days in a week in rotating shifts from 8 a.m. to 12 noon and 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. The said program will be under the Public Employment Services Office. Before the time of the signing of the Memorandum of Agreement, McDonald's branches have already employed a total of 30 senior citizens and persons with disability. The senior citizens are replacing teenagers as the predominant demographic working in fast food chains across the world. However, it does not apply to the current situation of the Philippines.
The group was able to interview 11 co-researchers. In order for a co-researcher to be qualified, they needed to be employed by the Memorandum of Agreement of Mayor Isko Moreno and the fast food chains that are involved. Aside from that, they also needed to qualify as a Filipino senior citizen, as defined in the Expanded Senior Citizens Act of 2003, which states that a Filipino senior citizen is qualified if they are a Filipino citizen and is above the age of 60. Out of these 11 co-researchers, 8 were saturated. For our ethical considerations, each time that we interviewed a co-researcher, we verbally asked for their permission and consent to be able to record them in order to use it as data in our research. For the data collection, the researchers used a semi-structured interview, also known as the Kwentuhan Method. Even though the questions are predetermined, the researchers can always add questions in order to get a total in-depth of the answers of the co-researchers.
After transcribing the interviews, the researchers used George's method of analysis to analyze the significant statements within the responses. George's method of analysis requires researchers to validate the analyzed information that they acquired with the help of an expert or a professional relating to the field of concern for the topic. It provides a deeper insight and meaning that the researchers can get from the responses. This is through the identification of essential themes found in the codes. From interviewing 8 co-researchers, the researchers were able to collect significant statements from each transcript of the interview. These statements produce 33 different codes that describe the useful qualities and applied skills that senior citizen service crews have. These codes were classified into 5 subclusters: exhibited skills from experience, self-driven skills to cooperate with co-workers, communication skills to deal with other people, qualities caused by the demand of one's workplace, and qualities caused by a demand to improve oneself. These codes were then classified into the 2 major categories we have: useful qualities and applied skills. In general, these senior citizens stated that their skills are related to their previous job experiences, and they have skills that enable them to deal with co-workers and customers. They have also mentioned several different qualities that they developed over time to fulfill both the demands of the fast food chain that they're working in and their self-development as service crews. Through the data collected, the researchers developed what we call the simplified table of senior citizen service crew skills, which elaborates the different skills and qualities necessary for senior citizen service crews to be successful in their job.
Based on the data gathered, there are 5 skills and qualities that are found. These 5 skills and qualities were then divided into 2 groups. The first one being the applied skills, which are used to build relationships with coworkers and other people that are related in their workplace. This group was then divided into three types, the first of which is the exhibited skills from experience. These are the skills that are honed based on their past occupations. The second is the self-driven skills. These are skills that they develop for themselves in order to build a relationship with others, even though there are many differences. The third one is the communication skills, which is used to build hospitality and relationships with coworkers, customers, and others that are related in the workplace. The second group is the useful qualities. These are qualities that are used to build an environment that will benefit not only the customers but also the coworkers and the co-researchers themselves. It is divided into two types. The first type is the qualities caused by the demand of one's workplace. These are the characteristics of the co-researchers that are needed in order for them to be qualified to work in the said workplace, which is the fast food chain. The second type is the qualities caused by the demand to improve oneself, which are the qualities or characteristics that are developed by themselves in order to build an environment for them and for the customers.
For the recommendation, the researchers recommend a much more detailed assessment of the useful skills and qualities of senior citizen service crews by interviewing and saturating a greater sample of senior citizen service crews in proportion to the current population. We also recommend that there could be a study that may also involve their co-workers such as managers and other service crews, further enriching the understanding of the overall situation found in the workplace of senior citizen service crews. Finally, we recommend the creation of a city ordinance that would improve the current situation of senior citizen service crews working in the city of Manila, leading to the ideal situation mentioned earlier, and for the enshrining of the simplified table of senior citizen service crew skills into law.